Hello and welcome to Get Off My Lawn, the official video blog of Grumpy Dad. We have with us today Rod Thorell, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
Who's currently starring in Mimi's community theater production of Here Lies Jeremy Troy in Mont, Verde Town Hall. Welcome, Rod. Good to have you here. Thank you, but I think starring is a little bit over the top. So what is it then? I don't know, participating maybe? Sure, let's go with that. But you're playing the lead character, Jeremy Troy, who finds himself in a tight spot. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? So I played Jeremy, who's worked in a law office for 7 years, and I don't want to give the whole show away, but he isn't quite who he says he is. And then one night he gets a visit from an old college buddy, and it happens to be the night that his boss is coming for dinner to talk about a big promotion. And hilarity ensues. Yeah, something like that. It is a comedy. We had a lot of fun making it, and certainly we think it's something that a lot of people will enjoy. So tell us about what attracted you to this character. Actually, my wife saw an announcement on Facebook, and I knew nothing about the play or the characters till I walked in cold for the auditions. And now this is only your second onstage experience, correct? Yeah, my son Riley was doing Beauty and the Beast at Moonlight Theater in downtown Claremont. He's actually pretty talented, does a lot of musical stuff in local theater. But I was driving him to rehearsals anyway, and they said they wanted to add some male voices to the ensemble, so I asked the director if I could sing for him. I used to do a little singing when I was younger, and he agreed, and the rest, as they say, is history. And then next thing I know, they're starting to teach me to waltz. So you're a dancer now? Not hardly, but we got through it. So after that experience, I decided I wanted to be on stage, but with less dancing. Actually, none would be great. And this was the kind of the next opportunity that presented itself in the area. I thought maybe I could get a little part and learn some more about acting on stage. The director liked me during cold read and asked if I would play Jeremy Troy. I said yes before I really knew what I was getting into. Fortunately, I'm in the middle of a very talented and gracious cast that rescues me even when I goof a line in the middle of a performance. So for the audience, it's seamless. I owe each of them a ton after the show. But you seem to have figured it out. One of the interesting things as I got into the script and really saw the character is how much of myself I saw in him. So you're an inveterate liar. Let's say no. But I do like to tell stories. And I have talked my way into several positions in my career where I had to learn the job once I got into it rather than knowing it all ahead of time. And that's all turned out pretty well for me. But also at the core of the story really is the love between Jeremy and his wife. As crazy as everything gets around them, the story continually circles back to show the bond that Jeremy and Catherine really share. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your own life. Well, my wife and I moved down from Massachusetts 5 years ago and moved to Claremont 4 years ago. We're still kind of acclimating to some aspects of Florida life, but we really love the area in and around South Lake County. What's your favorite thing to do here in South Lake County? Shameless plug, but I would really have to say all the live local theater, both as a participant and a guest. One of the things that drew me to Mimi's in particular is, they put it right out there that they'll take anyone at all, no experience necessary. During Beauty and the Beast at Moonlight in Claremont, there were several people who had gone to school for fine arts or had a great deal of community theater experience and degrees in performance arts, dancing and singing and such. And it was a great bunch of people, and I learned a ton, but it was intimidating to start out as an adult with no experience in and among that group. Mimi's has been an environment, where I can learn, I can make mistakes, and the cast does still have quite a bit of community theater and dinner theater experience, and they've been on stage and acting in front of an audience for quite a long time, most of them, and yet it doesn't feel as overwhelming or intimidating as some other places. Okay, so what's your second favorite thing to do? Oh, probably sitting on the deck of the Tiki Bar in Mineola, eating wings and having a beer while watching the sunset. What's next? Any plans for future shows? As much as I've enjoyed being on stage, it is a huge commitment for rehearsals, leading up to the show and show prep and the weekends of the show. And I'm pretty busy with life otherwise, so need to take a little time to step back and catch my breath. The local theaters have mostly posted their schedules for next season. There's a couple things that I have my eye on, perhaps auditioning, but even if if I audition, don't get something, I am interested in doing things off stage as well, and eventually I would love to assistant stage manage a show, and even if I'm not in any one of those positions, I'm perfectly happy to sweep and sell popcorn. One of the great things about community theater is there are so many jobs to do that allow you to be close to the theater and just kind of learn at your own pace about everything that's going on. Maybe directing? I never say never, but that's not a place that I see myself at any point in the near future. Having the vision to take something from the page to the stage is a much bigger job than I can grasp right now. Yeah, you can't tell where life will lead sometimes. Well, for now, I'm perfectly happy to be part of someone else's vision. I don't have to be responsible for idiots like me. Right. Well, thank you for taking the time to sit down and talk with us and invite us into your home. Well, thank you for having me. You can see Rod and the rest of the cast of Here Lies Jeremy Troy for one more weekend at Mont Verde Town Hall, just minutes off the Florida Turnpike, which shows Friday, June 14th at 8 p.m. Is that right? And they close out their run Sunday, June 16th with a 2 o'clock matinee on Father's Day. Tickets are available at the link that you will see in the description of the video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and get on out to see some of your local community theater, either here in Central Florida or wherever you may be.